At least it says. All right, good. We are live on YouTube. And that's all we're going to be live on tonight because Restream is derping out, unfortunately. So I figured pick the one that matters the most, and I think it's YouTube based on viewership. So we're just going to get right into it. Assassin will be joining later because his computer just screwed up at the last second. So yeah, welcome to 4GwQPodcast episode 109 for October 27th, 2016. You may notice we have a different layout this week for our Halloween episode. We do this every year. So I've been the Angry Birds for the past 3 Halloweens on this podcast, and I figured why change tradition. So the only thing that sucks is that every year, if you've watched the past Halloween episodes, you'll notice this thing like flaps down on my face for like some weird reason. I'm trying to like tuck it this year, but it's not working out. Anyway, yeah, Assassin's gonna make his 109th straight appearance, but as of right now, he is not here. We also have our other regular cast members. We've got Taylor, aka Zebra Fries. What's up?
Hello.
We've got Italian Clowns, who is rocking that Batman mask with that beard. His whole face looks black, for Christ's sake. Wow. What's up?
What's going on?
Oh, Mr. Solo Dolo in the chat already likes the bird costume. Yes, thank you very much. Appreciate it. So yeah, this week is going to be kind of like a really quick podcast because I'm going to the Dominican Republic in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So I need to get to the airport. But I figured we'd do a podcast because I want to stick it out and get a few things talked about here. So yeah, we're going to get right into it. Oh, by the way, if you guys didn't check out our interview that we recorded earlier this week, unfortunately Taylor could not make it, but we will be having Lauren Carter, aka the Albion Girl, aka Fable Redhead, back on the show, and Taylor will be around for that. So, so she can talk to her because it was an awesome interview. It's just Taylor, does this thing called working and couldn't take off. So
And it's an hour away.
Yeah, it's so far. It's not even like she could go, oh well, I'm feeling a little ill, or I'm taking my lunch break. See you later. So, but go check that out. That's on YouTube right now. Just look for Lauren Carter interview or Albion Girl, or search those things, and you'll find it on our YouTube page. It may be the last video that we've posted too. So go check it out if you're watching this. Oh, what? All right. So yeah, GameStop's taking retro trade-ins again. I thought this was pretty weird news, and I mean, why would they take NES games like Genesis, Super Nintendo, PlayStation 1? Is the market really dictating that GameStop should be buying these things again? What do you guys think? I mean, why are they taking retro trades all of a sudden after they've pretty much banished trading in up to like PS2? They're taking all the way back to like NES and Game Boy and stuff.
Well, I'll just jump in. Yeah, so my GameStop has always been doing it. It's not new for them. They've always tried to get people to trade in like old stuff all the way back to like the original Game Boy. Even further, I'd say, even Atari. Yeah, but my GameStop's always done it, and there's a market for it. It's kind of big. It's going to explode, and then it's going to shoot down in value. That's what I'm thinking. And as a matter of fact, Overstreet Price Guide, the one that does comics, is coming out with a Overstreet retro game price guide this November.
Nice. Taylor, what do you think? You think it's a good idea for them to accept retro games?
Well, I don't see why not just accept them, because people are always going to buy them, even if it's just for the nostalgia of it.
Yeah.
Costume.
I know, the right thing.
But, I mean, like, if I could find, like, a Nintendo 64 or something, I would probably buy it immediately. No hesitation.
I don't know if they're going to have... I mean, it said accessories on the thing that I read, but I'm not sure, like, what the extent of that is. Is it going to be consoles, or is it just going to be controllers? I'm not entirely sure.
I think I saw online that they were taking some consoles, too.
Really? Oh, that would be sick then. Imagine walking into a GameStop again and like seeing all these consoles Oh my god! And if they're in good condition, like they may be worth it to buy. I think you're onto something, Taylor. I thought it was just games and controllers, but if it's consoles as well,
It might just be that, but I thought I saw something about the console too.
Yeah, they do take them. You know what's funny about this is that they have better prices than some of the retro game stores. If you look up online for the prices on old stuff, some of it's cheaper.
really
Yeah, I was very surprised about that.
crazy. Yeah, the trade-ins actually don't seem too bad in terms of in pricing. So, for instance, I got this on Kotaku because they kind of had an article on it, and somebody actually tried to trade in. So, um, for NES, they traded in Super Mario Brothers, the original, for $4. That's like one of the most common Nintendo games. I think that came with NES systems back in the day at one point. So $4 for that, I mean, that's probably worth it. Not gonna be worth really much anything, I don't think. I don't know how much these. Not like a collector or anything. Metroid is $7. That's pretty good trade-in value. I mean, you can trade in like 10 of your games that you haven't even touched in years, and you're at like an Xbox One game, a AAA Xbox One game. Donkey Kong Country Clowns for SNES, $8. They give them for it.
Yeah, you know that's kind of weird though because I mean that retails I think if you were to buy that from a retro game store or Amazon anywhere between 25 to 28 bucks I want to say.
Really?
Yep.
Oh. All right. So I mean, these prices are more competitive than I thought. For, to trade in for $8 for a game that's like 20 years old. A lot of people aren't playing it. That's a common SNES game. Not too bad. Not too bad. Dawson says that his Skype is back, so we're gonna try to get him into the call and see how that works out. My apologies for our like janky setup right now. We're just trying to get Assassin in, and I'm doing a little bit of editing on the fly. So N64 stuff is trading in for like the same amount as NES stuff, which I think is crazy. Like if you have Yoshi Story for N64, trading in for the same amount as like Metroid for the NES. I'm not sure I agree with that. Assassin, can you hear us?
Hello?
There he is. Get his back up here. Oh, that's not Assassin. That's Taylor right now.
So just to go back real quick, I was looking at the prices and you said Metroid is what, $7 on trade-in?
$7, yeah.
That's not bad because used it's $14.89. So you're getting half of the value on that one.
Actually pretty good. What about like old GameCube stuff? Because apparently like Paper Mario, The 1,000-Year Door, and Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, both over $10. Like the Paper Mario game's 15, the Wind Waker is 12 for trade-in. I don't really know the values of those though. To be
22 used off Amazon for Paper Mario, so that's still pretty good.
It's pretty good. Assassin, wow, I'm loving that mask. What is that exactly?
I don't know.
You don't know what the mask is that you're wearing?
No, I had it for, 4 years?
And you just bought it? You don't know what it is?
It was on sale.
Wow, this is gold. This is podcast gold. Me editing on the fly. Assassin has no idea what he's even wearing. So Assassin, you want to chime in anything about GameStop taking retro games all of a sudden? For trades?
I mean, why would you sell your old games? They're just gonna rip you off, so.
Well, no, we
I
were
don't
talking
know.
about the prices, right? We were talking about some of the prices. Apparently, they're pretty good. Like $4 for the old Mario Brothers SNES, regular Nintendo NES.
I mean,
It's like one of the most common games ever. I mean,
but still, I mean, they're just gonna turn around and sell it for like 30 or something. I don't know, some crappy number. I wouldn't even sell stuff like that. You're just gonna miss it.
you're just gonna miss it. It's like 20 years old.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So apparently
Yeah.
you're not all about that life. 69 Gamer says in the YouTube chat, I was just in GameStop tonight. I forgot to ask what my PS2 is worth. I wonder what the PS2 is console wise. Yeah, I didn't get any console numbers. I just have game numbers, and a lot of them are pretty good. A lot of them are pretty good. So if you're interested in going to GameStop to do some trade-ins, let us know what the values are. If you have some retro games and you're looking to trade in, because we're definitely interested in those values. Anything else about this before we move on? Is it better to
if you
sell
have
on
ba-
eBay, clowns?
Well, if you have Back to the Future on the NES or Back to the Future 2 and 3, they go for like $1.95. So you might want to get rid of those real quick.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, what I would do is I'd price them because they're not taking all of them. They have like sheets, at the registers that tell them which ones to take, and they like reference that every single time because it's not every single game, not even close. So, but they're pretty long lists, so chances are you'll have something that can trade if you're interested in doing that, of course. Thought I'd throw this in. It's kind of interesting. I mean, I probably wouldn't do it unless the values were insane, because I feel like you can go on eBay and just trade in and get some more money for it. Assassin's not into trading in all of a sudden. Assassin used to trade everything in. Now he's not into trading anything in.
Well, I mean, it's an old console. It's just not worth it.
What if you got like $40 for your N64?
No.
Wow. A stingy
That
ass.
Super Mario Bros. 64. Gotta play it.
And when's the last time you played that?
A year ago
There you go.
on my Wii.
On your Wow, you're a smart ass. All right, Assassin wanted me to throw this topic in, and I thought it was important to mention because a lot of people don't know this. The story kind of just broke about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So, Assassin, why don't you give us the background about this gingerbread Make-A-Wish request? Everybody was mad about this exosuit that looked like a gingerbread man. People were saying Call of Duty was going soft back in the Advanced Warfare days. And why don't you just give us a background of what kind of came out in the past couple of days?
So someone tweeted like, "Please don't make another crappy gingerbread or whatever." And then the head of Sledgehammer came out. He's like, "That was a kid who made it for from Make-A-Wish or whatever. They made it happen." So then everyone's like, "Oh, I feel bad now." All of a sudden.
Yeah, right? It's funny how, like, people are ready to trash it, and then it's like, oh, well, I did it for someone with cancer. And then everyone's like, oh, whoops. Like, everyone wants to go back on that, right? But yeah, so if you're one of those people that hated this gingerbread thing, made it vocal, you probably want to, apologize for that because you're probably going to feel like a dick. Taylor, you're oh, sorry. Go ahead, Klaus.
Yeah, I've been searching the internet to see if there was any complaints about that in the past, and I can't find any complaints. I think Polygon exaggerated, to be honest with you, because I searched Reddit, nothing's on there. The only stuff is the new stuff from the Polygon article. So I wouldn't be surprised if they made this up or exaggerated it just to get press on it now to make Call of Duty relevant.
Yeah, well, see, apparently there were like a couple of YouTubers that said something. I don't know if it was like as widespread of a problem because I couldn't find a lot of examples either. I did find this one. I think it was from the article. This guy, Call of Duty Intel, apparently he's a Call of Duty super fan boy, play any other shooters. Says, whatever you guys do next, please keep the theme and atmosphere alive in multiplayer. Don't add gingerbread. And then that's when it kind of came out because Michael Condrey came out and said that it was Make-A-Wish and they were honored to do it. So essentially, he just wanted to say, shut the fuck up, but couldn't say that on Twitter really to that guy. So Taylor, you were interested in this story too, really, because when Assassin posted
Dude, it
it,
was sad.
right? I mean,
And then, like, I saw that video that you were talking about, and, like, I looked at the comments, and everyone's like, I feel like such a horrible person now. And it's just like, they're like, I take it back. I take all of it back. I think, because I think there was a couple videos about it. Like I would see them like pop up or something
Yeah.
and recommended. But honestly, if that came out, I think a lot of people would have deleted those videos just because they didn't want to be like, oh no,
Exactly. Yeah, right. The news comes out, they're like,
I-
whoop, up, YouTube sign in quick. Like,
yeah,
Well, no, I did search all the cache
cash and stuff.
on Google. Yeah, and then there's nothing. And if you notice in the article that you're showing right now, it says October 17, 2016.
Oh, yeah. When the
So
news came. Yeah, because they're talking about
yeah.
the next game. Yeah. Yeah.
So I think, to be honest with you, I think Polygon's full of crap, just like they probably are most of the time. And it was the guy had nothing to write about, and they're like, "Here's an assignment," and he's like, let me find a YouTuber, just one that complained about something."
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. It was kind of random. I mean, this is about a game that was out that's already 2 Call of Duties ago. Can't believe it's been that long, but, 2 Call of Duties ago, and then they come out with this. I mean, it's an important story nonetheless. It makes Call of Duty look better. So I think it was a good thing. I wouldn't be surprised if Activision was like, hey, people are making fun of it. When I go ahead and write a story about it, I would not be surprised. Real quick from the YouTube chat, Matthew C wants to know, isn't this game 18 plus? I didn't even think about that until just now, to be honest with you. I didn't even think of this as a mature rated game. And they did a Make-A-Wish thing for a little kid. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's a Make-A-Wish thing, right? I mean,
exactly.
know.
Like Rooster Teeth did a Make-A-Wish thing. And it's like, have you seen their content?
yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Yeah, so I mean,
You know what?
What? Go ahead.
Matthew C., you need to write an article about that, man. You're a journalist, I would believe.
Nice. Perfect. So, Sasson, what was kind of like the take home here about the advanced warfare thing? Like, what like made you want to talk about it in the podcast?
I don't know. It's just, I know you guys can find it, but I mean, there was, especially from like, if you watch the YouTuber White Boy 7th Street, he does a lot of make COD great again movement, and he was mostly on the hate of that, where it's like COD now is gingerbread, and then COD before it was like military outfits and crap.
I saw that.
So-
Yeah, that's actually the picture that I saw on Google. It was like then and now, and then was like the guy in the ghillie suit, and now it was like the
Yeah.
gingerbread guy, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw
So-
that one too.
Yeah, so I mean, maybe not a lot of people hated on it, but at least it brings light to people.
Yeah,
Who did?
I mean that White Boy 70 whatever it is. I don't even know how to say that. It's like 70 Thirst or something, right? What is it?
7th Street.
7th Street. Oh, okay. Yeah. I've watched that guy's videos. Like he talks over playing Call of Duty all the time, and he's pretty huge. Like how many subs is? Probably a ton.
Yeah, he has a ton. I mean, he is one of those not dying YouTubers, but I mean, he was.
No, I'm
huge
with you.
and
He
just
was
dropped
huge.
off.
Yeah, yeah. No, I know what you mean. Yeah, I agree with you. He definitely has fallen off, and I'd be interested to know if he like issued some sort of apology about making fun of it.
I
We'll
don't
see.
know.
No, he probably got a big fat paycheck from Sony Activision. Make the video.
Probably. All right. Anything more about this gingerbread thing? I mean, it is a sad story. It's a pretty sad story that I understand. Like people are probably pissed about it being in the game because I mean, look at the thing, right?
It's hideous.
It is hideous, but it was for a good cause. So, moral of the story, I guess, is stop hating on shit until you know why it was in the game. I guess.
Well, I didn't know if you knew, but the kid's name's actually on the suit.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like written in icing, right, on chest piece.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope, dude. They went all out for that. That's pretty sick. And as far as I know, it's the first time like a big game company has collaborated with Make-A-Wish, like a publisher.
Well, they usually just, from what I've heard, they like to keep stuff more private, I guess.
Oh,
not
okay.
Advertise that they're doing it.
Okay, so that's maybe why. But yeah, haters now hate themselves was one of the taglines I saw about this story. But yeah, that's the thing about gingerbread. Gingerbread man, thought we'd bring that up. That kind of when did that come out? A couple days ago, Assassin? That story?
Yeah, like 2 days ago, maybe.
So it's fairly fresh. It's fresh, guys. All right, where do we want to go next? Let's go to the Windows 10 event. You guys see anything about this Windows 10 thing? They're gonna Clowns. I know you're excited. They're gonna bring VR to $299 rather. VR headsets.
Yeah, that's pretty good, man. See, that's what they knew. They knew they needed to make it viable, and that's exactly what they're doing.
I know in the past you have been one of the people that said VR is just a fad. Augmented reality is where it's at. You've been the crusader for that kind of movement. But at $299, if compatible with Xbox One and PC, could you see yourself grabbing one of these?
Yeah, yeah. You know, and it's funny you said that because that's the exact conversation I had with some of those devs at Orlando IX. I said, "Are you sure it's just not a fad?" Like I said that like off camera, or off recorder, I should say. And no, they said, you know, all the opinions are it just needs to be priced right for the consumer to buy it. And I think Microsoft sees that, and that's what they're going for.
Yeah, I kind of wonder if these are going to be below. If you think of the quality scale, right? You think if Vive is at the top, that's like $800. Then you've got Oculus, kind of like in the next tier, and that's like 600. And then you've got PSVR, that's 400. Now these things are coming in at 300. Is it going to be a worse experience than PSVR? Because if it is, I don't even want to bother. You know what I mean?
Well, I think it really depends on the PC that you're attaching to. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, well, that's the thing, because it has like Taylor's all of a sudden going as a thug for this Halloween episode. It looks like
no, I'll let Reezy tell you what I am, according to him.
Oh, she's a fuckboy.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Jesus, man.
Oh, my God. Whoa.
Uncensored here. Uncensored.
Have you heard some of the stuff that comes out of your mouth, Inferno?
Yes, I have.
There you go.
As I said, uncensored podcast tonight. Yeah, Clowns, like, I don't know what to make of this. It has the cameras built in. You don't have to have a dedicated room to like put all these cameras all around so it knows the space. I guess these ones are gonna have the cameras built in. You're just gonna have to put the headset on. Oh, so I mean, I would expect the experience to be much more tied to the PC than the headset at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd have to agree. Otherwise, it's going to fail.
Yeah. And for as many manufacturers, they're saying manufacturers like Acer, Lenovo, maybe Asus, Dell, who knows, are going to be making these things that are specifically for Windows 10. And assuming the Windows 10 means for Xbox as well, no? I mean, I don't know. That's not.
Well,
Go ahead.
I mean, some of the ideas that I was told is that for the Xbox Windows 10, if that's what you're referring to,
yeah.
Some of these headsets ideally will be plug and play in the future.
That'd be dope, dude. For $300, you're beating PSVR at their own game, trying to come in lower than the competition, trying to make it more approachable for the gaming public than the Vive and the Oculus, and then you're gonna beat them at their game. I mean, it makes perfect sense. I just hope the quality is good. Taylor Assassin, you guys interested in this now that it's 300, or is it still too expensive?
I mean, too expensive for me. Cheap.
Right. Taylor, on every episode, it's I just save my money. You can't buy that. Can't buy that.
I gotta buy plane tickets to Atlanta right now. Can't afford stuff.
Oh, okay. Traveling. That's a good excuse. I like that. How much are plane tickets from Arizona to Atlanta, by the way?
Average about like 300 something.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm trying to steal some of my mom's miles.
Oh, that would
Hopefully
help.
she'll let me.
Yeah, nice. Assassin, what do you think of the headsets, bro?
I think it's too expensive. Well, at least for me. But I mean, time will tell of what it'll be like. I mean, once it comes out.
Yeah.
The quality.
Yeah, 2017. They're saying. I'm sure these will be on display at the Microsoft Store. You'll be able to experience all of them. I'm sure when these things come out. But I think people are going to be interested at 300, especially if it works with PC and your Xbox. Christopher Russell in the YouTube chat says, the more I hear about the Switch, the more I lose in it. I don't know where that came out of because that's really random, but I'm kind of feeling the same way with you on that. I'm not going to lie. I started reading that comment thinking he was going to talk about the VR thing. I didn't read the whole thing before I started reading it. Oh, because Clown said Nintendo Switch or VR. I gotcha. Yeah, so Nintendo Switch or VR, which one? Probably the VR for me, to be honest with you. Although I would probably want to splurge on a better one like Vive. I'm assuming the Vive is going to be better just from the price, but who knows? The other news that came out of the Windows 10 event for gaming was the Beam app integrated. So I know Taylor, being the big streamer she is nowadays on Twitch with her Smite streams, is
Had I streamed once like 2 months ago.
I know Taylor's really interested in a Beam app, no? For the Xbox?
I mean, yeah, I'll give it a shot. I gotta take the time to actually stream.
Yeah.
A big reason why I haven't is because I'm trying to beat Dragon Age before all the other games come out.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to get that finished before I get Dishonored, and then I'm just lost for like 2 or 3 months.
See, when you get Dishonored, that's only in a couple of weeks. You should definitely stream that.
I'm
That's going to get a ton of views. Guaranteed.
I'm so ready to... I cannot wait for that game.
Yeah, that game will be so good.
If we have the 11th off of work, I'll cry. I'll be so happy.
Is the 11th Veterans Day, actually?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That's why. I don't know if we have it off, and I don't want to ask my boss.
Nice.
She'll be like, why? Be like,
why? No reason. My grandfather's a veteran. Want to celebrate with him. Like, what are you supposed to say?
Parents are in the military.
Oh, there you go. All right, you have an out then. Perfect. Assassin, I know you're excited about streaming Dishonored on the Beam app eventually, right?
No. Not Dishonored.
Oh, come on. You have to give the second one a chance, no?
Maybe, but not at launch, or close to launch, or in 2016, or
Wow,
possibly 2017.
It's terrible.
We're not friends anymore.
What about the Beam app? Are you excited for that? It's going to be integrated into Windows 10. You can do the PC streaming. I'm assuming that means it's coming to Xbox as well. I would be shocked if it didn't.
Yeah, there's an Xbox One app that was announced.
Okay, yeah. I didn't see any footage of it, but I read about it. I wasn't sure if they were like 100% legit thing. If they just assumed because it was Windows 10. But yeah, that's... Assassin, come on. You're going to be streaming a Beam from now on, right?
Yeah, because, I stream all the time now.
Well, you used to stream like every single day back at one point. Remember when you used to stream Fantasia like every single day?
That was a good game, and then my Connect decided to kill itself.
Dude, you used to look like you were just... Because you'd sit on your bed. Remember this? You'd be sitting on your bed instead of standing.
Like a magic carpet or something.
Yeah, flying carpet. Yeah, you look like a flying carpet from Aladdin. Yeah. Foxfire says in the YouTube chat that they say it's coming to Xbox in December, so that's good. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Definitely excited for that. I probably still use my capture card, but I'll definitely test it out on my Xbox just to see how it is, because I'm assuming the quality's gonna be better. They let you stream at a higher bit rate, so I'm assuming the quality is gonna be better on Beam than on Twitch from the app. Hopefully they'll let you do 60 FPS from the Beam app. Clowns, what do you think about the Beam app coming to Windows 10?
I think it's exciting. I think Microsoft's probably getting tired of Twitch, to be honest. I think Twitch held the market for so long, and was the premier streaming service, and Microsoft's like, wait a minute, we didn't partner with Twitch, we didn't buy them, Amazon got the deal, so why not just buy Beam and integrate it with all our platforms, and see you later, Twitch.
Right. I think you're right. I mean, people are still going to stream to Twitch because it is that dominant platform, but Beam, I think Microsoft bought it to have more control of it, and what they've been doing with it so far has been great.
Well, I mean, think about this, though. Like, when they build it into Windows, they can tweak it so that it works better than other services.
That screenshot they showed of Forza streaming from the PC with that little window overlaying the full screen game of the chat, I mean, that's awesome. I would love to do that. It's so much better. I mean, it's cleaner than OBS. I don't have to constantly be watching for frames and all that stuff, or scenes and whatnot. I can just, if I want to just stream the game, vanilla the game, my webcam, whatever, I can just do that simply through that Beam app, and it looks really good. So, apparently, Megatron, one of our big supporters in the YouTube chat, is finally noticing we're wearing costumes.
Wow.
How'd you not notice? I mean, look at this Angry Bird thing. How'd you not notice? The only one who looks like she may not be wearing it is Taylor. Everyone else is like very obviously wearing one.
It was the last second thing.
Anyway, anything more about this Windows 10 thing? I think one more thing that kind of pertains to gaming from the Windows 10 event is that the Xbox is getting bitstream out, better bitstream out compatibility, Dolby Atmos. I mean, I don't really know much about that. I don't know if you guys do.
Nope. I do not know what that is. Never heard of it.
Better audio codecs and whatnot. People have been asking for this on the request a feature kind of things on Xbox support. So I don't know how. You're much more of an audiophile than I am if you're asking for stuff like that. I would have been asking for the Beam app before I was asking for Dolby Atmos. All right. Anything else about this Windows 10 event that you thought was cool? Did you guys see those PCs? Not that it's really like gaming at all, but yeah, Surface. You know what I'm talking about? That PC,
That
Assassin?
$3,000 thing.
Yeah. What's the name of that? The Surface
Expensive as hell.
Surface Studio or something.
Studio. Thank you. Yeah. I think it was pretty dope. If I was an artist, I definitely would be into that. I mean, $3,000, that's cheaper than one of those iMacs that's all decked out. I'd be into it.
It's not really. It's like the same price.
What do you mean? Oh,
It's the
you mean
same
the
price.
decked out MacBook, you mean? I mean, sorry, the iMacs or whatever?
Yeah,
Is it really?
Yeah, I'm a very big Apple fan.
Does it have a
I like their
headphone
products the
jack?
best. I don't know what you said.
Yeah,
Does it have headphone jack?
have a what?
Headphone jack.
Oh, a headphone jack.
Headphone jack.
He's making fun of the new iPhone.
Screw iPhone.
How dare you?
That headphone jack. Oh, wow. She doesn't care.
It's not the new one.
Same price. I don't know what I was. But yeah, it's nice. I mean, it's a nice PC. My brother said too. My brother's with you, Taylor. He's like, would have been better with Mac OS. Would have been better with an Apple on the. All right, Windows 10 event. That is. All right, next topic. I think Assassin's pretty passionate about. Titanfall 2 has been getting some pretty good reviews so far. Albeit maybe rigged ? We'll let Clowns get his word in on that in a second. So yesterday when I capped this, it was at 9. Check what it is. But it was at 92 yesterday. That
Yeah, it's still at 92, I think.
it's still at 92 based on 9 critics. And you're gonna say 9 critics. Oh wow, not a big selection, but they're big ones. Giant Bomb, GameSpot, Xbox Achievements, all pretty big outlets and all giving it good review. Xbox Achievements gave it an 85. Giant Bomb gave it a full 100 out of 100. This is the same outlet, if you recall. Giant Bomb gave Quantum Break a 4 out of 10. And GameSpot gave it a 90. So it's getting good reviews, albeit bad stuff about the campaign, right, Assassin?
Yep.
So you read a couple of reviews. You're really interested in the game. You have it pre-ordered. You're ready to go tomorrow. What
Yep, I am.
What did you notice from the reviews that you wanted to kind of bring up?
People are saying that the game story just ends. The narrative is kind of on the weaker side, and that's really all the negative.
Yeah. Everyone's complaining about the campaign. Like, people are saying 4 to 5 hour campaign. The story is kind of, the story appeals to some, not to most. Really weak writing in the story is what I've read. But then some people just love it. I don't get it. I don't know how Giant Bomb gave this game a perfect score.
I don't think it deserves a perfect score, but I mean, no game deserves a perfect score. So.
Right, I'm with you on that. GameSpot is really loving the multiplayer. They talked a lot about the multiplayer in their review. People complained about the multiplayer, if you'll recall, back in the tech test. We talked about it couple months back on this podcast about people reacting to the tech test. So Clowns or Taylor, what do you think about Titanfall getting above a 90 on Metacritic?
I'm with Clowns. I think it's rigged.
Nice.
Yeah.
Clowns, you have some backing.
Yes. Thank God, because I know Assassin doesn't care if it's rigged or not. He already loves the
Well,
game.
if it
It's
was
great.
rigged, why did Polygon give it a 7?
No. What he's saying
Polygon
is that
was a bot.
right,
Yeah,
exactly.
Polygon was there.
But they
Okay.
bought it.
Listen,
Like
Polygon probably sat in a room with all those guys, and they're like, "All right, everybody, rate it high, except for that. Polygon, you guys got to rate it low.
Polygon's like, yeah, we're edgy. Okay, yeah, we'll
We'll
go
do it because we just ran an article about the exosuit, so that would make sense. Let's do it. That's probably what happened. No, but I heard this from multiple people, and I don't know how true it is, and I can't reveal who said this and whatnot, but I heard some people say that there was PR people behind closed doors when they were doing the campaign for Titanfall 2.
I wouldn't be surprised about that, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
And I also heard, and there are complaints on the internet from other people that you guys may know of, but basically YouTubers who give good reviews to almost any free game they get got like lots of codes for Titanfall 2 versus some reviewers who were honest didn't get any. So that was going around Twitter, and you could probably search for that and look it up yourself. But yeah, I mean it's all skewed all over the place. And when it comes to Titanfall, though, it's the type of game you either like it or you don't. And if you like the first one, you're probably gonna like this one anyway. It's
Right.
just how it is.
Right. Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's like the Watch Dogs 2 and the Shadow of Mordor saga all over again with reviewers, right? It's going to keep going on, even though those two games were outed for giving special treatment to, people who gave good reviews or whatnot. It's going to keep going on. That's not going to end it, even though they were outed. People are still going to try to do this behind closed doors. And, I mean, from people who played the tech test and didn't like it, they're kind of on the same side. They kind of agree. They think it's rigged, and people are gonna buy this, and if they're disappointed, then all it's gonna do is make people not believe like GameSpot or Giant Bomb anymore. It's gonna make them look bad. So hopefully they're not rigging it, but it sounds like it could be.
But then let's just say Battlefield 1 be rigged a little bit because they did the same exact thing. They brought in Polygon, all those other people to play the game before it came out, and that's how they did the review, just like Titanfall.
Right.
Yeah, but here's the thing with Battlefield. First off, they know that they put a lot of hard work into the game. Number one, I mean, like excessively hard work to make this one better than the launch of Battlefield 4. Number two, I mean, you still need those bigger outlets to write about your game because it's SEO score. So, that gets your search engine rankings up for your game title. So regardless of the situation, I mean, if you're a big company, you want those companies talking about you.
Yeah, I mean, that was the knock against Titanfall, right? People were saying, oh, it didn't feel like, that much progression for a game that was 2.5 years after the first one. And that's why it seems weird that this game is getting such raving reviews, even though the campaign's only 4 hours. Or do you not see it that way, Assassin?
Well, I mean, this is a different time now, but Modern Warfare 1 compared to Modern Warfare 2, they're a year basically apart, and they got great reviews, at least I don't recall. So, I mean, how's this any different?
Well, let me just go on that one because I talked about that with people before. people that I met. But the thing with the Call of Duty franchise, Assassin, when you're comparing Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2, is you got to remember, I mean, Call of Duty set the pace for FPS. So for the first 5, 6, 7 years, I mean, that's in everybody's head. Everybody's played Call of Duty. Everybody's loved the originality of the FPS from Call of Duty until it hit Ghost for some reason and then took a dive. So, yeah, I mean, it makes sense that Call of Duty has always remained high. With Titanfall 2, Inferno brings up a great point that I don't understand. If the campaign is, let's say, 4 to 5 hours, and Gears campaign is 4 to 6 hours, and, Gears got low ratings because of the campaign being short, it doesn't make sense that Titanfall 2 would get higher reviews for the same length of a campaign. On the flip side of this, I do think that, Respawn played it kind of smart on their half, even though they knew Microsoft was marketing the game. I think what they did with the disc was intentional to get all those reviewers that are more on the PlayStation side to give them a little bit more respect. I think it was a PR ploy.
I'm kind of with you on that, Clowns. More of it is happening, like, even though people are getting outed. I said this before, I'll say it again. It's still happening. It's happening big time. You hear people rumbling about it behind closed doors on Twitter, on their own like professional podcasts. It's still happening. It sucks. So this is why, like, personally, I didn't pre-order this. I just want to wait and give it a go and see. I mean, I want to get the game, but I want to hear what my friends are saying about it more than ever. Usually I'll trust reviewers a little bit more than the average gamer these days, but like for this exact reason, I just want to wait it out because I don't know what's behind closed doors.
Well, we're on this real quick. Taylor, Reezy, did you guys play Titanfall 2?
I didn't. Cameron, did you play Titanfall 2 beta?
What?
Titanfall 2 beta. You didn't play it?
I'm not gonna play it.
He's not getting it, apparently.
See, that would be interesting, though, Inferno, to get Taylor's opinion on that because she hasn't played Titanfall like Assassin or us,
It's Call of Duty with bigger robots.
Call of Duty with bigger robots. Wow. Yeah, I mean, if somehow we can get Taylor a copy, I mean, her opinion would be great because she doesn't play it. So it's not like she's going to be comparing Titanfall 1 to Titanfall 2 too much, Did you play Titanfall 1, Taylor, or no?
No.
Okay, so, yeah, people who haven't played Titanfall 1 are going to give you the best opinions, I think, because comparing the two sucks. Like, I don't like that because if you want to play Titanfall 1 still, then go play Titanfall 1. There aren't enough people playing it, so you're going to get bored quickly. Well, the game's great, but I mean the new things here. It's hard to do that comparison now when the player bases are going to be completely off. All right, unfortunately for this episode, even though it's only been 43 minutes, we've run out of time because I have to go to the airport, fly to the beautiful Dominican Republic. We do have a topic on PS4 controllers, new Pro controllers that we will get to next week. I will save that for next week because I think it's important to talk about. But, yeah, sorry, guys. We got a quick episode tonight. I got to stop traveling. That's just the moral of the story. Hope everyone has an awesome Halloween. I know I will be in the Dominican Republic for the most of Halloween, I think. But hopefully you guys have an awesome Halloween. Assassin, don't scare too many children, all right, bro?
And, watch out for all those clowns out in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, no kidding, right? I'm going to be
articles.
If I find one, I'm taking a picture. All right, guys, find us.
They'll probably run at you with a knife or a chainsaw.
Probably. People are nuts over there. That's totally a generalization. I have no idea. I know it's a beautiful place. I don't know anybody from really over there, so I can't say. All right, so find us online, 4GwQPodcast.com. On YouTube, obviously, 4GwQPodcast is our handle. Twitter is where you're going to find all the information that you need to about us, pretty much, other than our website. 4GwQPodcast is our handle on there. Yeah, sometimes we stream on Twitch. 4GwQPodcast is on there. Beam as well. But tonight we just did the podcast on YouTube because Restream was being a problem. Yeah, follow us all individually at our individual handles down here. Twitter, Xbox, Twitch for some of us. Follow us everywhere. We'll if you're from the podcast, we'll follow you back. So, do that stuff. And everybody out there, have a great Halloween. See you guys later. Peace.
Bye.